Crohn's disease pathology, or Crohn's disease 101. Why should you listen to me? Because I've actually healed myself of Crohn's and colitis, and a big part of that is actually understanding the pathology of it, or the cause of it, or what it actually is, which modern and holistic medicine are actually very confused about right now. So I went and I dug up Dr. Burrell Crohn's book. It's called Regional Ileitis. So that was the name that Dr. Crohn's wanted to give to Crohn's disease. He was very upset that the GI community wanted to call it Crohn's disease because he knew it would cause mass confusion, which it has today. So how does Crohn's disease start? What is the cause of Crohn's disease? Modern medicine is going to try to convince you that they don't know the cause, but it's a flat out lie because they can induce it in rats on command. And all they have to do is stress them out. So I'm going to share with you something called German New Medicine. This is what I use to get better because it actually communicates to us what the root cause is. So this is somebody's intestines, right? It's plain, it looks good. If we zoom in here, there's going to be the little villi. But essentially what is happening is somebody suffered a conflict shock, a stressful situation that caught them off guard. Dr. Hammer, the founder of German New Medicine, could see the impact on somebody's brain that this conflict had, and it would be in the brain stem. If we were to look at the brain stem on a CT scan, it would look like that, and the impact would be right about there. If someone had colitis, it would be over here. Boom, right there. That puts the intestines into overdrive. So, for example, let's say somebody loses their job. I need money, and I lose my job. What is something important to my survival that I cannot digest? Let's say it's money for this person. The subconscious mind is a very mysterious thing. We can't see exactly what it's thinking. I can't digest money. The brain goes, hey, I'll help you out. It looks like you're in a stressful situation. I'll help you out. It starts to develop extra gut cells depending on how the person, their subconscious mind, interprets the conflict. Either I'm going to help you digest or absorb money as it goes through the intestines. This is a subconscious mind. It does not know the difference between whether you need to get money, or to digest money. It really depends, and you'll see this in our language. It's very abstract. Oh, all the crap that's getting in the way of me making money. How do you think your subconscious mind and your intestines, all that crap is getting in the way of me making money? How do you think your subconscious mind is going to react to that? So when this person loses their job, it puts the gut into overdrive and it starts to develop extra gut cells. The amount of these extra gut cells is dependent on the person's perception of the conflict, on how intense and how long it is. So let's say this person loses their job and then their car breaks down, they get this big bill. Okay, all right, we're going to make more extra gut cells. And Dr. Hammer tested these extra gut cells. They digested food 10 times faster than normal gut cells. 10 times. They serve a biological purpose to help us digest money, something super important to our survival. So when this person gets a new job, they're not going to have any symptoms. They're just going to be stressed out, no gut symptoms. So when the person resolves this conflict by winning the lottery, or let's say they get a new job, when they get that new job and they get that first paycheck, or whatever it is that resolves the conflict for that person, the body no longer needs these extra gut cells and it starts to get rid of them, which is a bloody, mucousy, painful process. Boom, gets rid of them. And these, Mike, what are you talking about, these extra gut cells? Look at these colonoscopy pictures right here. Look at these pictures. This isn't just inflammation. These are extra gut cells. They serve the biological purpose of either to help you absorb or to digest money. This is not a crazy idea. Dr. Crohn's himself pretty much knew it was caused by stress. He says everyone that comes in here, they might not admit it at first, but they're all super frustrated, angry, annoyed people. And they might be very good at hiding it. But in their head, they got this internal dialogue where they're like super frustrated and angry. And you got to gain their trust to help have them share it with you. Or it might be super obvious. For me, it was super obvious. So, but the problem, what happens here is when someone gets this new job, they're having blood flying out of their butt, they're stuck in bed. Now they're like, wow, okay, these symptoms are really bad. These crappy symptoms are getting in the way of me making money. It's confused. Okay, now I got to make more extra gut cells because now these symptoms are giving me extra, these symptoms are making it so I can't make money and I'm going to lose my job again. And this is where someone can get caught in the Crohn's trap. And now Crohn's means what it means today, it doesn't mean anything because it's so confusing. It means inflammation anywhere from mouth to butthole. Now, if I punch somebody in the mouth and then I kick them in the butt, are they going to get diagnosed with Crohn's disease? Probably not. But somebody usually gets diagnosed with Crohn's disease when they confirm inflammation in the last part of the small intestine, right before the colon. And that's the ileum. It's the last part of the small intestine. And that's when people usually get diagnosed with Crohn's disease, when they do the MRI and they confirm the inflammation there. Think about what happens when somebody for years has this cell proliferation and cell removal just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It gets all mangled, the intestines get all mangled, we got to cut stuff out. It becomes a complete mess. So the cause is the stress. For me, I had my video games taken away from me when I was a kid all the time, and I was always fighting with my parents to have my video games. That's what it was for me. And then when I got into the real world, I would just hallucinate people and things and crap specifically getting in the way of me doing my projects and my video games, me getting the things that I want. So the question you need to ask yourself, we need to identify the thing important to your survival. What is something important to the survival of this video? This pen. Pens. I need the whiteboard. And if any of these things disappear, all of a sudden this video is in a situation where it needs to digest and absorb pens in order to survive and to function. What is the thing that you're obsessed about? Is it girls? Is it your job? Some people, it's God or their faith or their reputation, respect, time. What is something important to your survival that you cannot absorb and you cannot digest? And, diarrhea has this flavor of this crap, this crappy thing, this stupid person, he's such a piece of crap, he's getting in the way of me absorbing money. This stupid car is a piece of crap, it's getting in the way of me absorbing money. I want to eject. What is the biological purpose of diarrhea? It's to eject waste, to eject crap out of the body. What do you perceive to be crap? I know you say it a lot. I say it a lot. What is crap you want to eject from your life? What is the thing important to your survival that you cannot absorb, that you cannot digest? What is the conflict that altered your perception of your access to money? Or there's a belief created by a conflict shock, a traumatic event. It is PTSD of the butthole, PTSD of the intestines to be more exact. I bet you're wondering what you need to do to get off this bloody Ferris wheel. And it's to understand what your mind, how a traumatized mind behaves, how your gut behaves, how this German New Medicine stuff works, how to find this conflict, and how to resolve this conflict. And I show people how to do that in my 13-day protocol, the 4-step Mike method. The brain can only handle so much education a day. The brain can only handle so much digging for the conflict every day. The brain can only handle so much belief breaking and making new beliefs every day. This stuff costs energy, nutrients, and calories And I have broken it down into a 13-day plan where we, as efficiently as possible, go through these 4 steps to tell your brain there is a memory or a thought rattling around in your brain that is putting your gut in and out of overdrive, doing the cell proliferation and cell removal over and over and over and over and over again. We need to find that thought, find that memory, and change it. It is literally that simple. They have known this since the 1930s, probably even further ago, longer than that. And this 13-day protocol shows you how to do that, step by step, day by day. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and I'll answer it as soon as I can.